powerful devices that do more than help us communicate. They are gateways to information and creativity. They provide access to endless educational resources right at the fingertips, while also keeping us connected to others. Just like every coin, there are two sides to the use of smartphones. Tonight, we will explore the many ways smartphones are affecting millions of people, especially youths, around the world. Hello, welcome to Searchlight, your favorite educative and informative TV news program, right here on the stables of the NTA. We are streaming live on YouTube at Nta Enugu and other social media handles. I am Chika Okore. In what can be described as a historic turn of events in Nigeria, Guinness Nigeria PLC has brought the English Premier League trophy to Enugu amidst cheers from sports lovers in the core city, who constitutes a significant percentage of Guinness consumers in the country. Correspondent Grace Chupuma reports that the monumental event was indeed a beehive of activities.
As part of activities marking the day, there was a press conference by the Guinness team where Enugu residents were appreciated for their high patronage of Guinness drinks.
Enugu has a storied history of sporting excellence, sporting legends, and particularly football.
Meanwhile, football fans were hosted at Newbury Sport Enugu, where they watched live EPL match between Manchester United and Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge, London, which ended in 1-0 in favor of Chelsea.
I think them bringing the trophy to Enugu is the first time it's happening. It's really very good because, Nigerians, especially people in Enugu, are huge fans of Premier League. So seizing the opportunity of this trophy tour to bring our consumers and the members of the public together in an atmosphere where football, the passion of football is meeting the quality and the passion behind the love that people have for the brand Guinness.
It's about just giving them an opportunity to really enjoy the game they love. So I think Monday has been very impactful. I think it has done a lot for consumers who follow Guinness and an opportunity to enjoy the beautiful brand as well.
The program climaxed to a courtesy visit on the governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, at the government house, Enugu. While presenting the EPL trophy to the governor, the leader of the delegation and director of corporate relations, Guinness Nigeria PLC, Rotimi Odunshola, noted that Enugu is their first spot of call after receiving the trophy because the state holds a formidable history in Nigeria's football trajectory. Speaking after receiving the trophy, Governor Mba says he looks forward to cooperating with the Guinness Nigeria PLC to foster sports development in the state.
Like Guinness, we regard sports as a very positive force in Enugu.
Guinness Nigeria PLC, makers of Guinness beer, malt and other assorted drinks, is known for its robust reward system for patronage. In Enugu, Grace Chukuma, NTA News.
Right, INEC has published the personal particulars of the 16 candidates and their running mates in the November 8th Anambra State governorship election. Statement by the INEC National Commissioner for Information, Sam Olukemi, appeals to Nigerians, especially aspirants who participated in the primaries, to scrutinize the documents. The final list of candidates will be published on 9th June 2025, which is at least 150 days before the date of the election, in line with the provision of the Electoral Act 2022. Let's pause now for a break. We'll be right back.
Sometimes we banter. Sometimes we reason together. We can be naughty, but there is something that has the power to calm us. There is one thing that brings us together. Find what it is and enjoy delicious Checkers custard. A taste that brings us together any day and any time.
Checkers. Now that's custard.
Naphtali's Hotel, 47 Ezilo Street, Independence Layout, Enugu. A moment at Naphtali's is an experience you will share forever. A luxurious suite fitted with brand new air conditioners, 42-inch plasma TV, free Wi-Fi, and Facebook services. Presented in a serene environment, distinguish us from the others. Our main bar, garden bar, and restaurant give you a wide choice of drinks and delicacies, while our 800 capacity fully air-conditioned hall is the ideal haven for that special event. Naphtali's Hotel swimming pool and gym are available all day, while our live band blesses your ears every Friday and Sunday. Enjoy a whole new world of top-notch hospitality in the cool city. Your security is our priority. We are Naphtali's Hotel, 47 Ezilo Street, Brown and Brown, Independence Layout, Enugu. For inquiry, call 0908-273-6086, 0908-273-6086.
People they ask me how rich I be, and I sabi the reason. I'm rich because I dey spend quality time with my family. I'm rich. I fit enjoy my rich flavor and creamy Checkers custard with my loved ones. Yunko, richness not be by money, but by the love wey we dey share. Checkers, na custard be that.
Are you frustrated with travel and logistics plan? Lovefish Travel and Tours Limited is here to serve you. We provide visa assistance, proof of funds, languages classes for easy international work placement, caregiver and social work certifications, both virtual and physical classes. Are you planning a work retreat or school excursion? Do you need to ship goods across the globe? We got your back with our premium cargo services at Akani Biam International Airport in partnership with Nigeria Export Promotion Council, Southeast Regional Office, and Ethiopian Airlines. In Lovefish Travel and Tour Limited, proficiency, efficiency, and professionalism is our watchword. Visit us at number 36 Umoji Street, Independence Layout, Enugu, or call 0706 295 8388. Lovefish Travel, moving dreams, moving you.
Nta Enugu Children's Forum. It is an ultimate battle of words, an exclusive speech-making competition for junior secondary schools, a lead-up to Nta Enugu Children's Day Celebration 2025. Join students from top secondary schools across Enugu, showcase your public speaking skills, and compete for top prizes. The topic is empowering the next generation to become future leaders. Strategies for success. Date Tuesday, 20th May 2025. Time 10 a.m. Venue The Parliament, Post-Primary School Management Board, Ozubulu Road, Independence Layout, Enugu. For inquiries, contact the producer on 0806 408 6313 or the marketer on 0703 283 8941. Nta Enugu Children's Forum, a step to stardom.
For the champions stand up.
Thanks for staying. To maximize benefits and minimize drawbacks, use are advised to use smartphones responsibly by setting boundaries and maintaining a healthy balance between technology use in other areas of life. These were the views of some Enugu residents while speaking about the advantages and disadvantages of smartphone on adolescents and youths. Chimaroke Ugu is our guide.
Smartphone is one of the ways technology makes life easier today. Smartphone is a multitasking device normally used to communicate with friends, relatives, and colleagues. Nowadays, More than half of teenagers aged between 13 and 19 use smartphones, not just to call their parents, but also to listen to music and do lots of things such as scouting for information on the internet. These functions make smartphones very useful and an important part of daily life. However, smartphones are also used for the wrong purposes. Evaluating the advantages and disadvantages of smartphone and whether the use at young age is justified or not. Some respondents maintain that with smartphone, adolescents have easy access to educational resources recommended by schools, which can complement school tasks and enhance the learning experience.
They can use it to read, they can use it to have access to download information in the internet. But the point is that for the very young ones, particularly for the kids in primary school, in secondary school, even in the universities, at a certain level and at a certain age in life, we have to be careful about what we give to our children.
He has improved a lot of economics, like so many business strive. He helps in marketing and there's a lot of advantage in using that. Even in research, people in academic and rest of that, most times you can easily access informations and access documents, relate with others, connect, just information has just been tip of your hands, because information is the game that's driving our world.
Uncontrolled use of smartphones, according to them, can lead to psychological dependence and hinder the development of adequate social interaction, while the existence of negative and harmful content on the internet can lead teenagers to develop self-harmful behaviors.
We are talking about eroding family culture. Some of these, because they can smartphones are mini computers, they can use it to go to the internet. Then they can also go to the sites where they have so many things that are not what the parents would like them to be looking at. And they can use the smartphone for examination malpractices.
And most times, this thing has already taken deep into our lifestyles, that we are losing even ourselves, becoming more technology, becoming more like a robot, becoming more smarter than human. That's just that we even forget that basic things of life. So we need to also be intentional of placing a balance, not go on an extreme. And when we get this balance, we can make use of it, taking advantage of it, instead of it taking advantage of us.
To achieve decency in the use of smartphones by adolescents, positive parenting, advocacy for responsible use, and the establishment of basic conduct rules can encourage responsible smartphone use and promote healthy habits through open communication and active listening. In Enugu, Chimaroke Ugu, NTA News.
Thank you, Chimaroke. Now joining us to discuss the impact of smartphones on youth is Dr. Maxwell Ngene, Senior Lecturer and Coordinator of Postgraduate Programs in the Department of Mass Communication at the Enugu State University of Science and Technology, ESUT. Good to have you join us on the program, Dr. Ngene.
Thank you for inviting me, Dr. Mizokore.
Thank you so much. Let's begin this way. What are your thoughts on the story you just watched?
Thank you very much once again for having me. As a communication expert, I am very happy that NTA is bringing this very topical issue to the front burner. There's a need for us to have an informed discussion on an issue such as smart use among our youths. You know that we are now living in an information society. We have the information rich, we have the information poor people. But when we begin to talk about smartphone use, it's a coin of two sides. It's a double-edged sword. It has its very many benefits and also...
Okay, let's just go ahead and tell us some of the benefits, of smartphones. You just said that we're living an information age. So let's hear more how smartphone can actually help the young people, do a lot.
Yeah, it's not just the young people that smartphones help. It helps everybody who have access to smartphones. To start with, it enables the youth to have free access to information. It helps them to use smartphones for research, where it becomes an educational resource, an educational tool for them to look up for information on a wide variety of topics. It is also very good because it can be a problem-solving tool. More importantly, it helps you to stay connected and become up to date with the trending issues in society. The benefits are very many. It depends on the use to which each individual puts his or her own phone to.
Yes, I know you're a guru coming from the academic world. And can you actually relate the use of smartphone to one being self-engaged, self-employed in terms of employment?
Of course, you know that in today's world, we are not talking about our children, our students having entrepreneurial skills. Entrepreneurial skills because white-collar jobs are no longer available. We are telling them how to use smartphones to engage in medium and small-scale enterprises. Days are gone when people depend only on, in going to the market, going to Obete, going to INI, going to Kenyatta. Today, smart people, very brilliant boys and girls, can stay in the comfort of their homes and begin to publicize, to market brands, goods, and so on. By so doing, that can earn money. It depends exactly what people are doing. But the problem with smartphone use is that it also has its negative benefit, negative tendencies.
Yes, I know you're the driver right now. So go ahead and tell us some of the negative or the tendencies or disadvantages, associated with the use of smartphone. And you said it's not only limited to young people.
Yeah, everybody. When you don't have a smartphone, you're no longer existing. You're like, hey, am I just a primitive person? Am I still a modern man or woman? But it's beautiful. That's technology. It's very good that people become information communication technology compliant. But when we talk about the negative aspects of smartphones, we are looking at addiction. We are looking at a situation where people use phones without moderation. In life, everything about life has to do with being moderate. Even when you drink water and you drink it excessively, it becomes a problem. Those who use smartphones without regulation may become bored, and most times they strain their eyes, and it could lead to poor performance in the academic arena, because they are unable to know when to apply it and when not to apply it. Because you can see that some people may be using smartphones. You may think that they are reading. You may think they are consulting it for research purposes, but they may be using it to watch pornographic pictures. They may be using it to think of how to engage in cyberbullying. They may be thinking of how to use it to create fake news, misinformation, to mislead people. It depends. A lot is happening. It could become a mental health concern, because people who overindulge in the use of technology, most times they become isolated. They are like a man alone, and it doesn't allow them to enjoy emotional stability. It doesn't allow them to do other things that they need to do. Because again, for us who teach in the universities, we've also noticed that smartphones can become a tool for examination malpractice. More so in today's artificial intelligence world. When you allow students, when you give them assignment, students are no longer thinking about being natural, being intuitive, being creative, being innovative. They are over-relying on artificial intelligence. They are over-relying, and artificial intelligence at times could give you a mixed grill. It could mislead you because it is garbage in, garbage out. For you to properly harness the benefits of artificial intelligence, for instance, you need to be an ideas person. You need to be a scholar because you need to understand the subject matter that you're handling. But when you don't, there are certain questions you ask artificial intelligence. It could give you what we call a pot power in Ngwongwo. In Ngwongwo you have bones, you have bomo, you have shaki, you have all manner of things. Because it's just like somebody who is in a hotel asking them to give him ora soup and asking them to mix it obono. It's very, very bad meal. So that is
all right. It appears that you're a good chef. Honestly, you are. As a highly cerebral scholar, how do you manage examination malpractice when students you do this by help of smartphones or even
other smart devices?
Beautiful.
It's a very difficult thing. It is one of the greatest challenges facing those in the education or academic arena today, because you will see that artificial intelligence, AI, for instance, is a new innovation. And of course, for some of us who are in the media, we talk about technological determinism theory, diffusion of innovation. These are new things that students are encouraged to embrace. But it is now beginning to touch on plagiarism, academic theft, kidnapping of content, and pretending contents that were kidnapped from the internet belongs to you. That's a major problem. So how do we handle it? During exams, for instance, lecturers insist that students will not come into the exam hall with their phones on. But again, if you're not a modern lecturer, you may not even know that the wristwatches they are wearing are also smart devices that can be used in examination malpractice. This is a major challenge currently. But I do think that for us to get by, parents and the media particularly...
Before we get to that one, how do you check it? How do you actually make sure that you eliminate the use of smart devices, to actually do classworks and even exams?
It's an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing thing.
Do you have like a technology or just...
Yes, there are technologies that can reveal who used artificial intelligence, who copied, who... recently, for instance, I had a master's student who was working on a topic, and unfortunately that student went and copied verbatim from an earlier work by another scholar who happened to be my classmate. And it was a work I read as far back as 2017, and that person is now trying to use it to gain an MSc in mass communication. Of course, when we met during the proposal, the work was stood down, and the student was rebuked, admonished, and told to turn a new leaf. So it's an ongoing problem. The point is that it has to do with the background of a student.
Yes, I know this is a very vast topic for us to approach, but however,
we can't exhaust it in today's program.
Tell us the role of parents.
Oh yeah, parents have a big role to play because charity begins at home. Parents must do the talking. Parents must talk to their kids, their children. They must see their children as friends. It's not just a situation where parents believe, since this person is my child, he is supposed to be amenable to discipline. He is supposed to know. No, you need to talk to them from time to time, telling them the consequences.
All right, we'll have a lot of questions to ask you, but just in a minute, advise our viewers, especially the young people.
The advice will start from you people who are in the media. I think your job has been cut out. Just the same way you brought this issue to the front burner, there's a need for you to continue with your public enlightenment.
All right, thank you for passing the ball again. All right.
You're not allowing me to exhaust my point.
Yes, so we'll invite you another day, viewers. Just be patient with us. And we've been speaking with Dr. Maxwell Ngene, a senior lecturer and coordinator postgraduate programs for the Department of Mass Communication, Enugu State University, and Science and Technology. And thank you, Doc, for honoring us.
Thank you for inviting me. It's always a pleasure coming to Nta Enugu.
Thank you so much. That wraps it on the news. For now, stay informed, stay safe. From all of us here, it is a pleasant weekend. Bye-bye.
My name is Mr. Tony Ike Agude. I'm here to talk about the stuff